Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. I welcome you to Scalante TV, where we bring to you news that concerns Biafrans all over the world and lovers of freedom. In this video, I will be bringing to you the lowdown of the activities in the Twitter space, formerly called, but now X, of both our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and the Liberation Army, so that we will see what took place within the day. But before I dive into it, let me quickly welcome back to my channel those of you that have been following my videos. And if you are new, I will urge you to kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that anytime that I will upload a video, you will be notified. And also give me thumbs up, okay, and share the video so that some other people will get to see this lowdown that I normally bring to you. Some of you are not following our Prime Minister. I believe that you have to start following up to see what is going on. He tweets every time. In fact, some days he will be tweeting regularly, so do well to follow him, okay? But I will be bringing the summary, so if you miss anyone, you will still see it when I bring these kind of activities that happened during the day. All right, so let's dive quickly into it. The first video will be this video here, that we could remember this video that happened years back, where a BBC woman interviewed the Buhari himself during his first tenure before he died, and he was talking about Biafran and that the IPOP always being killed when they are kind of agitating for freedom. Why? And she wanted to show him a video but the Buhari said no, that he's not interested. He's not interested in watching the video or something. So, but the woman, went ahead to ask her question, which he said something that if they are serious, they should organize, to vote a state within a state. When we are telling these people that we want opting out, total opting, they think that we are playing a state within a state. We are still talking about a state within Nigeria. We are telling you a sovereign nation. Anyway, the time we are talking, these ones are gone. Now, they no longer kill our people no longer agitate. Okay, so we are now facing them with equal firearm, the way they like it. All right, let's move over to the next news. But before we do that, the PM says we should save this video. That's what he wrote here. All right, the next news is the criminal who called himself governor, nobody likes him. Okay, in a nutshell, what he's saying here is that these people, nobody follows them, especially some of these governors and all that, So you see, he tweeted, and you could see after 9 hours people that retweeted his tweets. So our Prime Minister is saying that they are nobody, nobody likes them. It's just that they found themselves in that position. Another one is where he saw this man, this white man, talking about that Nigeria is declining in the rule of law. Sometimes when these people talk, you wonder, is it declining? Nigeria does not have rule of law. So they are not declining. They don't have it. They never operated in it. So I don't know where they are getting their information. But when you want to talk, they would say that they know even you more than you know yourself. But they can't see exactly what Nigeria does. Now, Simon now told him, please tell whoever that is saying this from Hagi, that's the name of the man, that there has never been a rule of law. So our prime minister just replied him that never was something like that. And another one is this video here. You can see this is a place in that Zugeria, a road that had actually deteriorated to this point that it is as deep as they said is about 10 feet deep, and you see trailer going inside. You can imagine if rain falls, how this place will be. This is expressway under Nigeria. Express. Can you imagine in Nsukka? It's terrible. And some people have this contract and they will eat the money. So moving over to the next, you see, this is it says they have refused to report about Biafra, but became the governor discovered this atrocity against Biafra people. They pretend not to be aware of the killings in Imo. Yes, this is I don't want us to see this footage, okay, but that is the skeleton, okay. I don't want it to show here, but it's actually skeleton of people that have died, and in Olobanta in Abia State, they just discovered them a few days ago. But the funny thing is, till today we've not heard anything. They are opening the market. They closed the market little, but they are now reopening the market without taking any drastic measure, no drastic decision, that's no punishment, nothing. But because that is an they call it Hausa market, but those people are mostly Fulanis, right? Okay, so now if it happened to be Igbo people, it could have been a different game. Igbo people they can't do such thing in the north, but you see, Fulani people did it, and it went just like that. You see, it's really terrible the way they treat the Igbos, and even the Igbos they are treating like that. They don't even see it as any big deal. It's so terrible. So let's move over to the next one. This one is the Liberation Army. Rouse, the commander, he normally tweets. He said here that there is a heavy war that is going, and that so many people just landed. Zoo keeps bringing all these military people because they are not the one that they are killing, so they are bringing people to come and die, and they continue to buy them. So, and Rose tweeted again and says here, it is only Igbos that don't know the zoo has declared secret war against Biafrans. Okay, yes, he's saying, because sometimes when he come and post something, and he will be telling people that this is this, people will be asking stupid questions. They don't know that there is war going on every day. These people are deploying people, no matter, in military, some people say, but all these things you are killing, they're still coming. Yes, that's how it is. They keep on doing this thing. It's something that happens all the time. Do you understand? It's not like it's a command. It's just like command and obey. It's something that happens. So people, I don't know how they think. Moving over to the next one. This one is actually talking about all of you in the East who embrace the zoo of you will pay in one way or the other. Okay, now this one is talking about Emefiele. Okay, Emefiele. Yes, that's a CBN man. This man, sometimes I wonder, the guy saw the humiliation that he was getting from these guys, as in, what zoo does is, zoo uses you and dumps you. Do you understand? They will use you to accomplish what they want to do, and after that, they will just implicate you with one thing or the other and jail you. That's how they do. In fact, in some cases, they will kill the person. So that's what is going on now. This man is going to, they say he's going to Kuje prison. So which means that the case went against him. And that's what they say, serve the zoo and end up in shame. This one is about Okocha. Okocha. This man is, he wanted to go. Let me read what the Prime Minister replied. But before then, let me bring the news from the source first, okay? And the source is Ayaba. And Ayaba wrote and says, Okocha Samuel Eto'o is not a friend of Ambazonia. We advise you as a son of Biafra to avoid Ambazonia to promote anything concerning Cameroon. I have notified Simon Ekpa, and I call on lovers of our both nations to put anyone who promotes, enables our butchers in their place. You know, this Ayaba is one of the people that we respect so much as Biafrans, because he's a man that, like me personally, I love him. He's a bold, brave, eloquent, and very calculative in his speaking. You know, his speeches are always top notch. Okay, when he went to Finland, he did marvelously well, and I love the collabo with our PM. It was so marvelous. And now he's alerting us, and even discussed already with the PM about the coming of Okocha. How can you be going to a country that is in a war? Is it because it's not a conventional war that you think that it's not a war? But they don't know that there is war within a war. You don't come out in full force, but they are fighting. And Ambazonia have been in this war over, I think it's over 6 years right now. They have been fighting this war. And you are going to their territory to go and, promote Cameroon. So the Ambazonian people are now issuing a warning that his security is not guaranteed. So being a Biafran, Simon Ekpa had to, alert and, pass that message across. If Okocha wants to hear, let him hear. If he doesn't want, he will actually speak with Eto'o, and they will assure them, how these people do. No problem, we will give you security and all that. And if it is like that, he can go and enjoy himself. If anything happens, it wouldn't be that he wasn't informed. So if he could risk his life for that, so be it. So that is what happens if you see. So that's what he wrote. But let me now show you what the PM replied to Okocha, or in response to Ayaba. He says, breaking: the Ambazonia government has drawn the attention of the Biafran government to a video made and posted by Okocha that he will be visiting Ambazonia territory to support Cameroon by participating in a friendly match, football match with Samuel Eto'o. He now said that we want to sound it as a warning and as an advice to stay away from Ambazonia territory while promoting a lawless Cameroon in the middle of a war. We further wish to inform him that his security is not guaranteed in Ambazonia while promoting Cameroon that has committed genocide against Ambazonia. Now, you can I don't want to play all this videos, so it wouldn't take out much time. Let it be the work that you have to do. If you want to hear Okocha speaking, you can go to the Twitter handle of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Okay, so he spoke, and he was just saying that he's going to Cameroon and all that. So let me move over from there to the next. And here you can see Rouse, that's the commander. Once I mentioned your name, know it that your file is on my desk. Don't feel too proud about it. I only draw your attention, and if after advising you and you still continue, I will I will buy you first in the spiritual realm, then come for you in the physical. So sometimes Rouse comes to issue some warning to people. So like here, he's talking about that he first warned King Wa Solomon the time he started deviating to join the obedient, and he warned him. And remember what some of you that started following right from that time or even before could remember what happened, that King Wa Solomon actually later dissipated. Okay, he disappeared. Nobody knows where he is today because so many things happened. Biafrans had to withdraw from him and all that, so he started doing some other things. So, and now he started warning. Actually, he started by kind of speaking very good and calm to critic news, which I did not even like, because I think that critics news has overdone some terrible work. It hasn't been funny at all. So I don't even want that hand of friendship anymore. He's an official enemy to us Biafrans, right? Once you've attacked the PM, you have attacked us all, and we can't accept that. So, but he extended a hand of fellowship and advised him not to do that and all that. But he's saying that let him not think that he is that he's praising him. No, that he's just advised him. The next time it will be terrible. Let me move over with speed to the next one. And in this one, he was just saying, you can do or say anything to the zoo. It is to our own. So our own advantage. So he is now started to say, but you see the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is cross and die. He's talking to critics, because the other day he actually not praising him, but kind of commended him, and now asked him not to deviate and all that. But the guy has already deviated, insulted the PM, in fact, causing damage to what we are doing, and we don't like that at all. So we move over to the next one, and the next one the Prime Minister here says what is happening here, and you could see these guys are down. I don't want to show. There are some things that you will see there, so I don't want to show it. But what happened, I think that there was a message that was sent to those people, and so many of them were sent to judgment, And you could see here what is happening. Breaking from the Prime Minister says, man of the terrorist Nigerian Air Force now leading the Nigerian cybercrime cartel. They laid siege to the office of the another Nigerian terrorist group called EFCC. EFCC terrorists arrested 7 terrorist military officers over cyber fraud. You could see the country, Nigeria, okay, even their military men are participating in cyber fraud. Everybody is a 419er in that country, in Zugeria. So, and he now say Biafra exiting this fraud. So we are exiting from that fraud called Nigeria. So now, uh, Rouse now throw it, now wrote Ijere when I said, immediately he brought Ijere's case out. From that day, we started hearing so many bad things, about Ijere, and it's like Ijere is in trouble. And if he's not in trouble, he will soon enter into trouble, because we are waiting with keen interest to see how that guy will buy himself, because he's gonna buy. He can't, he can't cook for for millions of people. He cannot cook for us, and we it wouldn't even be enough for us. But the one we are cooking for him, he can't even test it, and the thing we're choking. So that is what is going on right now. So you can see this. He says, we are aware that the zoo army has come to Biafran land with buses. Now no longer armored tank. They are tired. They are tired, right? So thanks, no armored tanks, no longer fighter jets, but here's buses. Tinubu don't wreck una finish. We shall open fire in Olo from tonight. With God on our side, these Egyptians you see today, you shall see them no more. And he just tweeted this thing not too long ago, just 1 hour ago, right? So very soon we'll begin to hear scores. Upon all these businesses, you can't afford a gun to defend. I believe he's actually throwing this one to some of these businessmen. Small thing they will say their business this, their business that. So he's now telling them, with all your businesses you are talking, but you can't defend your land. You can't do nothing. Every time you talk about business that, business this. So this is from Ugo, one of the media in Biafra government in exile. So these ones are this is what Fulani people, or these extremist Islam, what they do. They see where they are putting people, piling people, and we tire, meaning that they want to burn them alive. Terrible incidents, terrible incidents. So, and see these people, oh, I don't want to show that. So that's all we can bring. Much activities that have actually taken place during the day. There's a lot of things we should understand here, that Biafra restoration is non-negotiable, as they are always saying that the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable, which is a lie. Unity is always negotiated. In fact, for you to be united, you have to be agreed. Okay? There must be an agreement. Nobody unites people, or people don't unite by force. You don't unite people by force, because even if you do that, how can they cohabit? Okay? So there are more to uniting people or binding people by force. So we don't want the unity, and it's not by force, and we're gonna move and Biafra first. If you have not subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe and click the bell icon to notify you anytime I drop a video, and give me thumbs up anytime you watch this video. Remember, and share the video widely. Until I come your way next, have a pleasant day. Shalom.